Mature, advanced, middle-aged. Let's just say it. I am getting older. And what's wrong with that?
Do you see how evil corporations are? They don't give a fuck about your loneliness. In fact, they're gonna be using that to sell their products. Women are the biggest consumers. How do you squeeze more from that juice? Attack their insecurity. What's the easiest one? Age and beauty. How do we sell that? Well, use an aging supermodel. Just put a little bit of cream here, put a little bit of makeup there, and you'll still get the attention you once got. It's funny too, because this woman was just recently complaining she feels invisible to men after reaching her older age. Now, she's a tool that would help other women become miserable. These corporations will continue chanting, "Yay, queen!" or "Go, boss babe!" until they drain these lonely women's finances. Absolutely unbelievable how the vast majority of people don't see this.
Prefer to be monogamous with a low-value man or share a high-value man?
Well, look at society and you tell me.
Ask me.
Wait, so let's ask the single ladies. What would you prefer?
I would prefer someone who's monogamous. I left a situation where I got the Bentley, I had all that, I had the kids, I had that. That was great. I want a companion. I want real love, and to me, what monogamy means to me is someone who's committed to themselves. That's like, the answer is within you. And to be honest, I feel like, again, like the sex has been lost in translation and what it means. I don't care man or female, it's been lost as it's so sacred. So for me, I have kind of taken those blinders off where I'm like, okay, he has to be here. I'm okay with dating the trainer in Austin, Texas. That's just where I'm at. Like, I don't need a certain thing because I know what I'm wanting. Most guys in that percentage are not gonna give me. So I would rather have a monogamous man than someone who can do whatever.
So you think the
This is all after she got the money, the Bentley, etc. Hindsight is indeed a powerful tool.
The realization you've come to is an interesting one. It is something that happens, especially to females as they mature. Don't you think it's strange, or why do you think that 0 women on earth choose those kind of men who they perhaps have slightly lower status but are more likely to be loyal to them and be monogamous, etc. In the modern world, because like I said, the world's changed, why do you think 0 women choose them when they're at the peak of their choices? So when a woman is 19 and she can go anywhere she wants, every man wants her, she can go on any yacht in Miami, she can get flown out to Dubai, when she has all the choices in the world, why is she completely uninterested in those kind of men? And then when she gets to a certain age of maturity and there's a whole new generation of girls who have all the choices, then they sit there and go, you know what? I deserve monogamy and better, and they all of a sudden want to grow up and mature. Why does no woman decide that when she actually is at her most valuable?
I feel like for
Tate obviously knows the answer, but let me tell you this in my own words. It's hypergamy coupled with hitting the wall. What a lot of men don't understand is that hypergamy is not static. It adjusts accordingly to the woman's SMV. However, hypergamy is hypergamy, and she still will long for a man who is better than her. The moment women adjust their hypergamous nature usually occurs around the time they've hit the wall. Women are keenly aware of their place in the social hierarchy, and like what Tate said, when there's a new generation of girls that are hotter, better, and younger, the previous generation will begin thinking, oh, I just want a man who's monogamous. Here's the unfortunate thing about this. Women who make this choice will never truly respect that guy, the monogamous, home before 6 p.m. nice guy who spends the weekends with her at home watching Netflix or mowing the lawn. She will never truly respect him.
The point I'm trying to make is that what I actually think happens, especially in the modern world, because the modern world's all fucked up and nothing's the way it's supposed to be, the traditional life path of a female is she's 17, she's 18, she's 19, and her value is massively inflated. And I don't blame her. Of course it's massively inflated. Imagine being 19 years old, have achieved exactly fucking 0 in your life, knowing nothing. You put makeup on, and sports stars, billionaires, actors, the most important famous people on the planet, the richest men on the planet are begging for your attention. The ego you're going to develop, let's all be honest, right? The ego you're going to develop is going to be monumental. I'm special, I'm so gorgeous, all this bullshit, right? And then what happens as they grow older, as new generations come along, because the truth is most women are at their peak attraction, let's say in their early 20s. As they grow older, what women become is far more fearful of competition. This is why you'll see a woman who's a bit older go, oh, you know, I really want monogamy. What she's scared of is her dude getting a 21-year-old. That's what she's fucking scared of. She may not know it, she may not say it, but basically that's what the truth is, because you know the 21-year-old is going to be more desirable, higher status, more fertile, That's what she's scared of.
Cheating is bad when you're 30 or 27.
So no, but it's not about that. I'm telling you the shift in the female mentality, because when a female is 20, she doesn't give a fuck about any of this. She doesn't want to find the nice man. Now she's trying to, like you're saying, chasing a lifestyle, chasing Mr. Promiscuous, chasing Mr. Famous. Doesn't give a shit till she starts getting scared. Oh shit. Oh, my age begins with 3 now. And then they change, their mentality changes. It's a fear element. That's the reality. And it's a biological fear element. I'll give you an example of it. You know what's amazing about humans? We are still very primal. When men like these two and me, when we walk through the mall, people just move. It's like you can sense when the big animals turn up, right? It's something amazing about humans. If you have a very attractive 45-year-old woman, she's gorgeous, but a gorgeous 19-year-old walks in, look at that 45-year-old woman's face. She's furious. She fucking hates her. She just doesn't like her for no reason. Yeah. Because women understand, unfortunately, but your age is a massive indicator of your value.
People seem to forget that we're still animals operating on the same principles of nature. Women are keenly aware of their social status and value, but they're not self-aware. This is Tate's point. Invisible evolutionary and biological forces are at play, affecting the women's decisions.
What's your take on it? Agree, disagree? Not congruent with your life?
Being a single person. Sorry.
Speak your truth, hon.
It's not you guys triggering me. It's just like, it's really hard to take care of myself after being with someone for so long and giving it your all. And I know that I want to find someone's to share life with, but I'm at a point where I'm valuing myself, and I didn't put myself in this situation. I didn't choose to be where I am, and it's just like trying to get back on my feet to find the people that I can vibe with. I resonate with what she's saying. Like, the part that hit me most was doing it all on your own. Even though I don't have kids, I'm just here taking care of myself. It's hard as fuck. It's lonely.
This is a man.
Gosh, taking care of yourself and nobody gives a flying fuck what happens to you? I really can't imagine a life like that. Oh wait, I'm a guy.
You think your perseverance is finally, your ship has come in, you've finally hit pay dirt. I did the right thing, I stuck to my guns, and now she really finds me attractive. No, it's because she's 29 to 31 years old and her necessities have changed from the time she was.
Women who ignored you in high school or college, when they see you at your peak, which is around 35 to 45, they'll start messaging you and finally think you're attractive. That's just because your SMVs are now matched. It's not because she finally realized how great you were as a guy or how she should have been with you all along. Nope. Just like Rolo said, it's because her necessities have changed.
So you're almost 40, yes. And you've never been married, no. And you don't have kids, no. And you don't want to have kids, no. What have you done with your life? Well,
I mean, I don't think you should be asking women this anyway. This is quite rude, and you're going to come off as a total jerk. Hey, whatever floats your boat, lady. At least she's leaving a legacy.
Who are y'all? Me? Oh, my name is Ho Phase. This is my boy Trust Issues. Hey, that's alcoholism. What's happening, coach? And that's Don't Care No Mo. What's poppin'?
No self-improvement? That should be everyone's path after a breakup.
Husband is a good guy, but you're ready for divorce. You're not a bad person, so don't let guilt get the best of you.
You're not doing him any favors by staying. If anything, you're actually going to start building up resentment. Your relationship doesn't have to be toxic to validate your feelings of wanting to leave. Think of it that.
Here we go again with the validation of feelings and crying and all that bullcrap. If a marriage has no problems and you still feel like you want out, then you're the problem. Women will always follow whatever they feel, not duty, responsibility, or oath. Feelings, feelings, feelings. Never get married, folks. Especially if you're in the West with terrible laws for men. Don't get married if you don't have kids. Marriage is for the kids anyway.
Why did I divorce my husband? I divorced my husband because I was making a certain amount of money. I divorced my husband because I thought I didn't need him anymore. I divorced my husband because I had this senior position at work and thought I held the same position at home. I divorced my husband because I thought I was better than him because I had my degree now. I divorced my husband because I thought a successful marriage meant I was here and he was down here. That is not success. That's fucking sickness.
And that's what a lot of women think these days.
All night, gets home, he gets into bed with me, obviously wants to do things that you do in bed. And the next day we wake up and he suggests that we go for a little date day, lunch somewhere down by the beach. And I said, I'm 39 years old. Anyway, so we go for this lunch, I have a couple of wines, and I'm like, look, I'm really real with you. I feel like I've been treading on eggshells this whole time, trying not to upset you. You have kind of said you're not sure how you feel, I've changed, but I'm at the end of my tether, like working out twice a day, doing this crazy shit. I can't do it anymore. If you want to.
She's working out twice a day because she's hit the wall. It all goes downhill from there. You can't resist it. Even men will go through this, but it's sort of weird. Heck, even Robert De Niro recently had a kid at 79. So I guess somehow, men who are hyper successful can beat the wall.
I like you too, but here we go. I'm just not ready for like a long-term kind of a thing because you're still trying to find yourself and you have a lot of things that you want to work on and you don't want to get distracted from your career. Yes, that's exactly. How'd you know that's what I was gonna say? Oh, I don't know, just a hunch. Wow, we're so like in tune with each other. I know, imagine if we were actually boyfriend, girlfriend, started dating. Yeah, I know, I think about that a lot, but it's just like...
Women who've hit the wall will certainly hear more of this conversation.
Maybe if I made a commercial ad, I'd have better luck on dating. You're finding a girl in no place? I got my own. Tired of taking girls out that don't have their own car? I got that too.
A pleasant personality, feminine, kind, compassionate, someone who doesn't make everything into an argument. These are the qualities that men look for. Nobody cares about your car, ladies. Men aren't going to benefit from it anyway.
I hope you choose people that choose you. I hope you realize that the bare minimum isn't actually effort. I hope you...
What is the bare minimum? The next time some girl tells you that, let them define it clearly. If they can't define it, that usually means I want more of what you're giving me.
Well, another one bites the dust. My friend that I've been talking to for like about a month and a half or so, just pulled a 180 on me. Basically saying his feelings aren't as strong as he thought they would be at this point.
Lots of conversations like this one, especially if the woman isn't extremely attractive to begin with. It's very, very harsh.
Things I learned in my 40s, part 10.
Dating over 40 is hard as hell. We know too much about ourselves and what we think we want. But sometimes what we think we want is not really what we want.
No amount of corny-ass background music will make that digestible. Again, women operate on feelings, not facts and logic.
When some of us, quite frankly, feel that the men that are available to us, and I'm talking about across the color spectrum, across the age spectrum, trust me, I've done them all, they are not positioned to protect nor provide because of some of the statistics we just talked about. They're not earning the incomes. They're not having the resources, and some of them are not even showing up in the leadership.
Would you date a bus driver?
Yikes.
Would you date
if he owns the bus?
There you go. Hypergamy and the wall are not a very good combination.
That's a problem. That's a problem. Because the standards and requisites, and I'm not talking about him laying on his sofa playing video games all day. I'm not talking about that. But the standards and the criteria that we use to measure men is off for who we are as women.
And facts. Women's standards are a whack today.
My date, and I think I look really cute. There's just one problem. The time of my date has come and gone. I texted my date and I said, I guess we're not going out tonight, are we? Didn't get a response for a good hour. And he said, I'm so sorry, I forgot.
I absolutely never expected that at 39 I'd be stuck on dating apps and single TikTok, but here we are.
My future husband is really out there just praying that I'm not dating anybody right now. That is so
refuge, and the Lord is answering his prayers.
Some women really believe that there's a man just right for them, hiding somewhere in the bushes, probably in Alaska.
It's just a long string of very bad luck. And I don't know what kind of carnage I inflicted in a past life to deserve it.
You don't have to go to your past life to know what went wrong. Anyway, I hope you learned something from this episode. Thanks for watching. Stay woke, boys.